Hello, and welcome to this lesson about present perfect and past simple. So today I want to talk about one of the most basic uses of these two tenses, and this is the idea of ended time periods and time periods that have not ended. So often we know if the time period has ended because we have a signal word such as yesterday or last year. And we know if the time period is continuing because we will say today or this year or in my life. But sometimes we don't have these time signifiers. So I want to look at a way of how we can tell if the time period has ended or it hasn't ended. And I hope this will make it easier for you to understand. So let's look at a simple example first. So, if we look at yesterday, so this is about coffee, drinking coffee. So yesterday I drank 3 cups of coffee. And let's compare that to today. So today, so far, only 2 cups. So I have drunk 2 cups of coffee today. So yesterday, simple past, I drank. Today, present perfect, I have drunk. And we can think about this as the time period. Yesterday, we can see, has finished. Today goes to now, and it will continue. So let's look at the numbers. So this number 3 cannot change. So we know that the time period has finished. And if you think about it, that's what it means. If a time period has finished, the number of things we did can't change. Let's compare that to today. So the number 2 can change. I can have another cup of coffee. I can have 10 more cups of coffee. So this is how we know if the period has finished or not. This number can change. So to sum up, 3 can't change because the time period has finished. 2 can change because the time period hasn't finished. A simple example. Let's look at something a little bit different, something without a time period, a specified time period. So William Shakespeare wrote many books. Simple past. Stephen King has written many books. Present perfect. So why simple past for William Shakespeare? Present perfect for Stephen King? Well, the time period must have ended in the simple past, and the time period has ended because William Shakespeare is dead. He cannot write any more books. So when we have this word many here, many cannot change. It cannot increase. He can never write another book. But if we look at Stephen King, he's still alive, and I'm sure he will write many more books. So many can increase. This many is going to become a bigger number. And let's look at another example. Slightly different. We're going to use the adverb never here. So my grandfather never went to Moscow. Simple past. And I have never been to Moscow. So again, what is the difference here? My grandfather is no longer alive. So the time period for him has finished, his life. So he never went in his life, and he can never go now. This word never cannot change. But I have never been to Moscow, but I hope to go one day. So never can change. So never will always be 0 times with simple past. Can never become 1 or 2 or 3. But with present perfect, never can become once or twice or 3 times or many times. Okay, and I want to discuss this idea of never and ever more in the next lesson. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.